Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another lesson. On this video we're actually going to go back to what we were doing with the controls. We were moving them out to a separate script and we're going to continue with that. This will make it easier for us when we come to implement different controllers. So we're going to come to the player one movement script and let's begin with the attack input manager. So we're just going to copy all of this. So we'll cut and paste at the bottom of the control script. Now we're going to get a lot of errors again, but we shall fix those up. So as you can see, we have a red error there. And again, all we need to do is add player one controls dot to the beginning of this line. We'll come back to the control script. We'll change the attack input manager from private to public static. And as you can see, the error has now disappeared in the movement script. So we'll come back to the controls. And I should probably say, as you can see, I've tidied up the code. I've not made any changes to the code itself. All I've done is split one line into two, just so it stacks nice and neatly on screen for you. And what we're going to do is, let's first get rid of these red errors. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy player one movement dot, and we can just paste it in front of all the red errors. Again, I'm going to tidy up the comments off camera, just to save time in the videos. So we've nearly done now. So that's all the errors fixed. But we're going to do something else in this video. We're going to come to the top and we're going to create a list of public static bools. In fact, I probably shouldn't have used the word list. That means something else in coding, but a number of public static bools. And we're going to name the first one low kick button. And in the comments, we'll say create variable to store the button assigned to the low kick function. And I've said it many times before, but excuse me, I'm sure you've guessed what we're going to do. We're going to change, copy and paste, change the next line to high. And then we'll do the same for the punches. So we'll change both variables to left punch and right punch. And we'll quickly change the comments. So with that in place now, we're going to come to the player one movement script again. And the player input controller, we're going to cut and paste that function also into the player one controls. Again, we'll change this to public static. And we'll come back to the movement script again. We're just going to add player one controls dot, where we're calling that function. So I'll just save that off there. And in fact, I think we will move these variables out. Let's have a look. So obviously where I'm looking for the lines of code, this is another thing that's very helpful in breaking down these scripts. Just makes everything much easier to find. You can just paste these in anywhere. They're already public static, so we don't need to change anything. So let's have a look in the movement script. We are going to get more errors now. So we're looking player walk retreat, analog stick angle. Again, we just need to add the player one controls dot in front of all the new red errors. We'll also need to come to the walk advanced. Let's have a look. Oh, where are we? Let's have a look here. Let's just save that off. I can't remember where that actual line is. Horizontal jump manager, so let's actually get those in. And we'll just go through and use the red errors in the console just to find them all. So now we're in Play 1 controls. Anywhere it says analog stick, we can actually delete this time the Play 1 movement dot, as that's now in the same script. And the last two here. So let's come back to the player input controller. We'll now deal with the new variables we created. So underscore low kick button is going to equal input dot get button down. We'll open and close brackets, close the line off, inside the brackets quote marks, fire 1. And we'll just put that into the comments. Sets the low kick button variable to the fire 1 input. So let's just copy that and we'll paste it in 3 times. So next one's high kick, which is fire 2. Next is left punch, and then obviously right punch, which is fire 3 and fire 4. And now we can actually come to the attack input manager. So fire 1, which is our low kick button, we can just use low kick button equals true. And we can do the same for the other one. So high kick button equals true. And left punch, and finally right punch. And what this will mean is, if I just save that off there, that when we come to actually implementing other controllers, we only need to modify code in this function rather than having code split out among all the functions. So we can also use these variables here. So underscore x-axis is the horizontal. We can just copy the variable and we can paste that over everywhere where it's input.getAxis horizontal. No need for any extra code this time. Just the variables, fine. So let's just keep going. There's quite a few of these. And the last one for the vertical, which is the underscore y-axis. Let's just save that off. Just needed to get rid of that closed bracket at the end. That's what was causing the problem. Let's just save this off. All our errors have disappeared, and let's just do a quick test just to make sure that the controller is still working fine. So we can still move backwards and forwards, we can still jump. Let's test out the 4 attacks, and they are working perfectly. So I think we'll leave it here for this lesson. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you next time, and until then, as always, bye for now.